विनायक नमस्तुभ्यं सततं मोदकप्रिय निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणि विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्मा तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं रामनाम वरानने। आपदामपहर्तारं दातारं सर्वसम्पदं लोकाभिरामं श्रीरामं भूयो भूयो नमाम्यहम्। रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेधसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीतायाः पतये नमः। श्रीराघवं दशरथात्मजमप्रमेयं सीतापतिं रघुकुलान्वयरत्नदीपम् आजानुबाहुमरविन्ददलायताक्षं रामं निशाचरविनाशकरं नमामि। आञ्जनेयमतिपाटलाननं काञ्चनाद्रिकमनीयविग्रहं पारिजाततरुमूलवासिनं भावयामि पवमाननन्दनं। यत्र यत्र रघुनाथकीर्तनं तत्र तत्र कृतमस्तकाञ्जलिं बाष्पवारि परिपूर्णलोचनं मारुतिं नमत राक्षसान्तकम्। बुद्धिर्बलं यशोधैर्यं निर्भयत्वमरोगता अजाड्यं वाक्पटुत्वं च हनुमत्स्मरणात् भवेत्। पूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविता शाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकिकोकिलम्। सर्वेभ्यः सुप्रभातम्। या श्लोकास् लीना and Pragya.
तमेवं गुणसम्पन्नं
No, start from Tapaswadhyaya.
तपस्वाध्यायनिरतं तपस्वीवरं नारदं परिपप्रच्छ वाल्मीकिर्मुनिपुङ्गवम्.
So Leena and Pragya, the way you have to do is, if you have heard any Veda Pandits, right? One line is said by one person, other line is said by the other person. So let us say Pragya, you say first line, Tapaswadhyaya line.
तपस्वाध्यायनिरतं
The line means Tapasvi Vagvidamvaram.
तपस्वी वाग्विदाम्बरम्.
Now Pragya.
Leena.
Not Pragya, sorry, Leena.
नारदं परिपप्रच्छ वाल्मीकिर्मुनिपुङ्गवम्. कोऽन्वस्मिन् साम्प्रतं लोके गुणवान् कश्च वीर्यवान् धर्मज्ञश्च कृतज्ञश्च सत्यवाक्यो दृढव्रतः चारित्र्येण च को युक्तः सर्वभूतेषु को हितः विद्वान् कः कः समर्थश्च कश्चैकप्रियदर्शनः आत्मवान् को जितक्रोधो जितिमान् को न सूयकः कस्य देवाश्च जातरोषस्य संयुगे एतदिच्छाम्यहं श्रोतुं परं कौतूहलं हि मे महर्षि त्वं समर्थोऽसि ज्ञातुमेवं विदं नरम् श्रुत्वा चेतत्त्रिलोकज्ञो वाल्मीकिर्नारदो वचः श्रूयतामिति चामन्त्र्य प्रहृष्टो वाक्यमब्रवीत् बहवो दुर्लभाश्चैव ये त्वया कीर्तिता गुणा मुने वक्ष्याम्यहं भूत्वा तैर्युक्तः श्रूयता नरः इक्ष्वाकुवंशप्रभवो रामो नाम जनैः श्रुतः नियतात्मा महावीर्यो द्युतिमान् धृतिमान् वशी बुद्धिमान् नीतिमान् वाग्मी श्रीमान् शत्रुनिबर्हणः विपुलांसो महाबाहुः कम्बुग्रीवो महाहनुः अहोरस्को महेश्वासो गूढजत्रुररिन्दमः
आजानुबाहुः सुशिराः सुललाटः सुविक्रमः
समविभक्ताङ्गः स्निग्धवर्णप्रतापवान्
पीनवक्षा विशालाक्षो लक्ष्मीवान् सुबलक्षणः
धर्मज्ञः सत्यसन्धश्च प्रजानां च हिते रतः
यशस्वी ज्ञानसम्पन्नः सुचिर्वस्य समाधिमान्
प्रजापतिसमष्टिमान् ताता रिपुनिषूदनः
रक्षिता जीवलोकस्य धर्मस्य परिरक्षितः
रक्षिता स्वस्य धर्मस्य स्वजनस्य च रक्षिता
वेदाङ्गतत्त्वज्ञो धनुर्वेदे च निष्ठितः
सर्वशास्त्रार्थतत्त्वज्ञः स्मृतिमान् प्रतिभानवान्
सर्वलोकप्रियः साधुः अधीनात्मा विचक्षणः
सर्वदा विगतः सत्भिः समुद्र इव सिन्धुभिः
आर्यः सर्वसमश्चैव सदैकप्रियदर्शनः
स च सर्वगुणोपेतः कौसल्यानन्दवर्धनः
समुद्र इव गाम्भीर्ये धैर्येण हिमवानिव
विष्णुना सदृशो वीर्ये सोमवत्प्रियदर्शनः
कालाग्निसदृशक्रोधे क्षमया पृथिवी समः
धनदेन समस्त्यागे सत्ये धर्म इवापरः
त्वमेवं गुणसम्पन्नं रामं सत्यपराक्रमम्
ज्येष्ठं श्रेष्ठं गुणैर्युक्तं प्रियं दशरथसुतं
प्रकृतीनां हितैर्युक्तं प्रकृतिप्रियकाम्यया
यौवराजेन संयोक्तुम् ऐच्छत्प्रीत्या महीपतिः
तस्याभिषेकसम्भारान् दृष्ट्वा भार्यात्तकैकये
पूर्वं दत्तवरा देवी वरमेनम् अयाचता
विवासनं च रामस्य भरतस्याभिषेचनम्
ससत्यवचनात् राजा धर्मपाशेन संयतः
विवासयामास सुतं रामं दशरथः प्रियम्
तं व्रजन्तं प्रियो भ्रातु लक्ष्मणोऽनुजगामः सजगामवनं वीरः प्रतिज्ञामनुपालयन्
पितुर्वचननित्येष कैकेय्याः प्रियकारणात्
तं व्रजन्तं प्रियो भ्रातु लक्ष्मणोऽनुजगामः
Bhrata.
तं व्रजन्तं प्रियो भ्राता लक्ष्मणोऽनुजगामः
स्नेहाद्विनयसम्पन्नः सुमित्रानन्दवर्धनः
भ्रातरो दयितो भ्रातु सौभ्रात्रम् अनुदर्शयन्
रामस्य दयिता भार्या नित्यं प्राणसमाहिता
जनकस्य कुले जाता देवमायेव निर्मितः
सर्वलक्षणसम्पन्ना नारीणामुत्तमा वधूः
सीताप्यनुगता रामं शशिनं रोहिणी यथा
औरैरनुगतो दूरं पित्रा दशरथेन च
शृङ्गिबेरपुरे सूतं गङ्गाकूले व्यसर्जयत्
गुहमासाद्य धर्मात्मा निषादाधिपतिं प्रियम्
गुहेन सहितो रामो लक्ष्मणेन च सीतया
ते वनेव वनं गत्वा नदीस्तीर्वा बहूदकाः
Te vanena vanam gatva.
वनं गत्वा नदीस्तीर्वा बहुदकाः
चित्रकूटमनुप्राप्य भरद्वाजस्य शासनात्
रम्यमावसतं कृत्वा रममाणा वनेत्रयः
देवगन्धर्वसङ्कासात् तत्र तेऽन्यवसन् सुखम्
चित्रकूटं गते रामे पुत्रशोकास्तुरस्तथा
राजा दशरथः स्वर्गम् जगामा विलपन् सुतम्
मृते तु तस्मिन् भरतो वसिष्ठा प्रमुखैर्द्विजैः
नियुज्यमाना राज्याय नैच्छत्राज्यन्महाबलः नियुज्यमानो राज्याय नैच्छत्राज्यन्महाबलः
स जगाम वनं वीरो रामपादप्रसादकः
गत्वा तु सुमहात्मानं रामं सत्यपराक्रमम्
अयाचत् प्रातरं रामम् आर्यभावपुरस्कृतः
त्वमेव राज्या धर्मज्ञा इति रामं वचो ब्रवीत्
रामोऽपि परमोदार सुमुखः सुमहायशाः
न चेच्छत् पितुरादेशात् राज्यं रामं महाबलः
रामो महाबलः
राज्यं रामो महाबलः I don't know this one.
अस्तु उत्तमम्. So I think 35 shlokas. Super Abhinandanani to both of you.
Oh.
How many adults here know this 35? So then 36 also if we say, then that is where we completed in the last class. Paduke chasya rajyaya nyasam dattva punah nivartayamasa tatau bharatam bharatagrajah. That's where we completed last week. So let's see the Panchangam, Adyatana Panchangam. Sharvari Nam Samvatsare, Dakshinayane, Varshartau, Shravana Mase, Shukla Pakshe, Trayodashi Titihi. Till 12:24 noon today. Sthirapurshadha Nakshatram till 9:22 p.m. tonight. After that, Uttarashadha. Vishkambha Yogaha till 10:23 p.m. After that, Preeti Yogaha. Karanam Taitilaha till 12:24 p.m. Then Garaha from till 24, which means midnight, 12:08 a.m. followed by Vanik Yogaha. So we saw last week that we wanted to complete so that the exchange between Bharata and Rama completes, so that they can we can leave the class, we thought. So Ramopi Paramodaraha Sumukha Sumahayashaha Nachaichat Pituradeshat Rajyam Ramo Mahabalaha. And we said, what kind of brothers are these? That both of them are saying, no, I don't want Rajyam, I don't want Rajyam. But to satisfy Bharata, finally Rama gives as Nyasa his Paduke. Paduke is two, Dvivachanam. Padukam, Paduke, Padukani. So Paduke chasya rajyaya Nyasam dattva punah nivartayamasa. Because Bharata was not leaving. Arey Bharata, please go. Now go, it's time. Go take care of the, Kosala Rajya, Ayodhya, stay there, start ruling. You should be present. A city, country should never be without the ruler. So go back. Punaha. That's a very important observation there. Punah nivartayamasa Bharatam Bharatagrajaha. Because he had to send back Bharatam, now Rama is referred as Bharatagrajaha in this shloka. Now, onwards, we'll start the new shloka. Saka mama navapyaiva
सकामवनमाप्यैव
रामपादावुपस्पृशन्
रामपादा उपस्पृशन्
नन्दिग्रामे करोद्राज्यम्
नन्दिग्रामे करोद्राज्यम्
रामागमनकाङ्क्षया.
रामागमनकाङ्क्षया.
So now Rama tried to say go, go, go. So sakamam anavapya. Kamam is his wish. Saha. Who is Saha here? Bharataha. Bharataha kamam anavapya. Avapya, anavapya. Avapya is having obtained. Anavapya, having not obtained. Without fulfilling his desire, which was to take back Rama to Ayodhya and have him rule and be relieved of that responsibility, that heavy responsibility of a Dharmajna ruling the Kosala, or the ruling nation. So, such a kamam anavapya, what he had to do finally? All right, Ramapadau, again Vivachanam, Padaha, Padau, Padaha. So, because we always have 2 feet, it is always Padau. So, Ramapadau Upasprishan. So, it shows again our culture. So, when you are leaving, when you are coming, we do Upasprasha. That means we touch the feet of our elders, of the respectable people. Right? So, Ramapadau Upasprishan. Nandigrame akarot rajyam. Akarot is past tense. So he ruled. Rajyam akarot. He did the ruling. So which means he ruled Rajyam, where in a new city called Nandigrama. Because he thought, Ayodhya, I cannot sit in that place where Rama is supposed to be sitting. So just to be relieved of that guilt of sitting in the shoes of Rama, which can never be unreplaceable, irreplaceable, seat and position and capability and capacity. Just to be relieved of that guilt, he builds another capital nearby or outside called Nandigrama and rules from there. How does he rule? Rama Gamana Kankshaya, Rama Agamana, Ramasya Agamanam Eva Tasya Kanksha. So now his Kanksha, his desire, is only arrival or comeback of Rama, waiting for Rama to come back. And when we read in Ayodhya Kanda, the actual sargas, there it will be very clear. Bharata will be saying, will be making big promise. Promise as in, what to say that? It's not threat, but he will say, if you don't come back at the end of the 14th year, even after a muhurtam api, I will give my life, he says. If you don't come back, Rama, after 14 years, even one muhurtam you are late, I'm going to give away my life. That is how he call it threat, but not threat, but that's how he expresses his love. So, waiting for his comeback of the 14 years, he rules from Nandigrama. So if we read the Vyakhyanam, Sa Bharataha, Saha means Bharataha, Kamam Prakata Raghunatha Viyoga Bhavam. So what is his Kamam? Prakata Raghunatha Viyoga Abhavam. He went to Abhava Bhava. Bhava is having that feeling. Abhava is not having that feeling. He went to express Raghunatha Viyoga Abhava. Means I don't want to have the Bhava of Viyoga of Raghunatha. I don't want to be away from you. That means I have come to take you back. So that was his Kamam. Prakata Raghunatha Viyoga Bhavam Anavapya. Having not obtained it, Ramagamana Kakshaya Viksha of Rama Agamanam Nandigrame Eva Sthitva, by living in that new place called Nandigrama only, Ramapadau Tad Upalakshita Paduke. So here Rama, so if we see, it is not two different sentences. Though I said he touched his feet, what essentially it means is he keeps this Rama Paduke always in his Nandigrama also as a constant memory or a constant remembrance that Rama is ruling on his behalf. I am executing. I am only an executor, but he is the chair. He is the ruler. So Nandigrame eva sthitva Rama padau tad upalakshita paduke. Lakshitam means targeted. Upalakshitam, nearby. So sort of an objective target of Rama's feet. Assuming they are there, I am sitting by his feet and carrying on his order, carrying on his execution. So Ramapadike Upasprushan Rajyam Akarot Etena Rajyakarane Bharatasya Paduka Paratantriyam Bodhitam. Paduka Paratantriyam. So Paratantram, Bharatasya Rajyakaranam, the way he ruled was Paduka Paratantriyam. He was not Swatantra. He was Paratantra of Raduka, which means even though there is a Nyasa there, but keeping in mind how Rama would be ruling, accordingly making all the decisions, accordingly enforcing the law, accordingly, providing all the facilities and avenues for people to be living as Rama would be wishing. If Rama visits any day, if he does a surprise inspection, as they say, right? If he does that, he should be happy. With that consciousness, with that constant remembrance, Rama Padav, Tadupalakshita Paduke, he did Paduka Paratantriyam is Bodhitam, is referred here or mentioned here. Then the next sloka, Gati tu Bharate Shriman.
Gati Bharate Shriman
Satyasandho Jitendriyaha.
Satyasandho Jitendriyaha
Jitendriyaha.
Satyasandho Jitendriyaha
Ramastu Punaralakshya.
Ramastu Punaralakshya
Nagarasya Janasya Cha.
Nagarasya Janasya Cha
Tatragamanamekagro.
Tatragamanamekagro
Dandakan Praviveshaha.
Dandakan Praviveshaha.
So, till the 20th shloka or till about 22nd shloka, we said it was Balakanda. Then started Ayodhya Kanda. And now we are almost coming to the end of Ayodhya Kanda and about to enter Aranya Kanda. So very Vyakhyana says Ayodhya Kandartham Uktva Aranya Kandartham Vaktum Upakramate. Now he is starting to elaborate on Aranya Kanda, having completed the Ayodhya Kanda Artham. So what is the sloka? Gate tu Bharate. We mentioned this before also. This is called Sati Saptami Prayoga. After he left is one way. In his leaving is another way to say. I mean, that is not a usage in English. But in Sanskritam, if I have to literally translate, in his leaving, that means after he left. Gate tu Bharate. Just like we said, Gate tu Tasmin Vasishta Pramukair Dvijaihi. So, in the leaving of Dasharatha to Swargam. So, like Leena was reading, there are Patha Beda there for that sloka. Some people say Mrite, some people say Gate. But I took Gate because in the previous sloka, Sajagama, Swargam Jagama Vilapan Sutam. He went to Swargam, Vilapan Sutam, by crying for Suta of Rama. So if he went, then the next sloka should be Gatetu. Right? If he had said Mrutaha, then mrutetu will make sense. Though the meaning is the same for us, mrutam, dead is of the body, but gata, gamana is of the atma. So the atma went, and so the next line is in his going. That means after having gone, after he left, then Vasishta Pramukhaihi Dvijaihi Rajyaya Bharatam. So that line comes. So though Mrute is there, Gate is probably more relevant there or appropriate there. Likewise here also, now that he left, Rama sent him back, and he left with unfulfilled kamam and started ruling from Nandigrama in the looking forward to come back of Sri Rama. In that event, Gatetu Bharate, after he left, Shriman Satyasandho Jitendriya Ramaha. So Ramaha is now given two adjectives here. Satyasandha Jitendriya. What does he hold? Sandha is holds. What does he hold? Satya. He always holds Satyam only. Satyasandha and Jitendriya. Indriyam, he won over. One who won over Indriyas. Indriyas is senses, sensory organs and senses. One who has obtained victory over them. That means if he says, hey, no, I'm not hungry, he can stay hungry. His, legs say, my legs are aching. No, you can continue. So he is the winner and not the sensory organs. Indriyas are not winning. So Jitendriya, Rama, Punaha alakshya. He now thought. Lakshyam is think, target oriented. So he was thinking. See, when people didn't leave me till Sarayu, they came all the way till the shore. I escaped from them and, crossed several rivers and came to Chitrakutam and built an ashramam here under the instructions of Bharadwaja. In spite of that, not even a month or so happened. Bharata with the entire army and all rishis and cabinet, the entire administration came walking to Chitrakutam. So Rama thought, oh my God, if so, now that they know where I am, whenever they feel like visiting, they will keep coming. And unnecessarily the administration, city and all gets disturbed with these emotions. And so Punaralakshya, having thought about it, about what? Nagarasya Janasya, of the people from Nagara. Nagarasya Janaha Nagarasya. Nagarasya Janasya cha. He thought about it. Then Tatra Agamanam Ekagra. So Nagarasya Janasya Agamanam. They're coming back. They're coming on and on. Having thought about it, Ekagraha, he, with that single-minded focus of continuing his Vanavasa successfully without disturbing the city and the state and the empire there. Tatra Ekagraha Dandakan Pravivesha is past tense. He entered the Dandakan. That means Dandakaranyam. So he entered Dandakaranyam now, says the shloka there. So Ayodhya Kandartham Uktva Aranya Kandartham Vaktum Upakramate. Upakramate continues, or he starts to talk about Aranya Kanda. Gate Itvadina, Gate Vityadina. Iti Ukta Guna Visishto Ramaha Ramastvaya Ramastu Ramastvatyasana Ramastvatyasan Atyasannataya Nagarasya Mantri Vruddhadi Paurajanasya. So Ramaha tu atra asannaya. Asannam means nearby. Because he is nearby Nagarasya of the citizens, Mantri Vruddhadi Paurajanasya Bharatasya Cha Tatra Chitrakuta Agamanam. So, having thought about all of their, because he's so reachable to them now, Chitrakutam Agamanam Alakshya. Alakshya means Sambhavya. Sambhavya means predicting or forecasting, or thinking about the potential comeback of these people. Sambhavya tesham pratinivartana prayasad varam itopi. Instead of itopi, beyond that, beyond what? Pratinivartana prayasat, which means okay, let them come. Every time they come, I will convince them, send them back. Pratinivartanam, send them back. Instead of that, itopi varam, better than that. Varam is better than that. Varam itopi kim varam duragamanam. Let me go beyond where I am not still reachable. Duragamanam iti sanchintya dandakan. Sanchintya means having thought about it. Samyak chintya, thought, thoroughly, planned, so thoroughly thought about it and planned. And dandakan, dandakaranyani, pravivesha, so he entered. Tesham rakshanchoradi bhuyishtatvad ekagraha. So Dandakan Pravivesha, which means Dandakaranyam Pravivesha. What kind of Dandakaranyam was it? Rakshaha Choradi Bhuishtatvat. So this place, this Dandakaranya is known for a lot of Rakshas, invites and all, and Bhuishtaha. There are plenty numbers. In plenty numbers, there is prevalence of Rakshasas and Choraha. Ekagraha means Sajjaha Bhutva, well thought about and well planned. Pravivesha, he entered. Haiti Prasiddhav. So, here ends the Ayodhya Kanda, and now Rama. So, if you see, originally, probably the plan could have been that he will stay. He'll come out of their main state, main empire land, urban land, and stay in, the forest. But because emotions are not leaving him and he's still reachable, even though he left Kosala and came so far away, he's still reachable. So Rama thought, oh, now I have to go further beyond. And so he enters Dandakaranyam. Probably he never thought about that before in the past. He only thought he will go till here and stop there. But in a way, Bharata and all have forced Rama to go further away to Dandakaranyam, and which is a very dangerous Aranyam, Dandakaranyam, as we said. Next sloka. Pravishyatu Maharanyam.
Pravishyatu Maharanyam.
Ramo Rajivalochanaha.
Ramo Rajivalochanaha.
Viradham Rakshasam Hatva.
Viradham Rakshasam Hatva.
Sharabhangam Dadarshaha.
Sharabhangam Dadarshaha.
Sutikshnam Chapyagastyan Cha.
Susepsham. Sutikshanam cha Agastya
Agastya Dhataram Tatha.
Agastyam Dhataram Tatha.
Agastya Bhrataram.
Agastyam Bhrataram Atha.
No, Agastya Bhrataram.
Agastya Bhrataram.
So the previous line was Sutikshanam cha api Agastyam. Sutikshanam cha api Agastyam cha. There it is Agastyam. But here Agastya Bhrataram Tatha.
प्रविश्य भ्रातरं तथा
So pravishyatu maharanyam Ramo Rajivalochana Viradham Rakshasam Hatva Sharabhangam Dadarshaha Sutikshnam Chapyagastyancha Agastya Bhrataram Tatha. So that is the 1.5 shloka of the next sentence. So now he entered Dandakaranyam Pravishya, having entered to Maharanyam, having entered the Maharanyam, Ramaha Rajivalochanaha. Rajiva is the full blossomed Padma. Rajivalochanaha. So fully blossomed lotus eye, style of an eye, or his one whose eyes are like fully what do you call blossomed lotus. Ramo Rajivalochanaha. So see how they give the examples. Viradham Rakshasam Hatva. So only to show that he is always pleasant, even in fighting, even if he is fighting, he doesn't become mad. He doesn't become that he doesn't get lost, essentially. To say that they qualify this adjective, Ramo Rajivalochanaha. But what did he do then? Having just entered the Maharanyam, Viradham Rakshasam Hatva. So these are all having. That means one after another event is going on. Pravivesha is he entered. But Pravishya, having entered, that means after entering. Likewise, Hatva, after killing. After entering, Rama killed Viradha. A Rakshasa called Viradha. Viradham Rakshasam Hatavan. Hatva, after killing him, Sharabhangam Dadarsha, Darshayati, Dadarsha. So he visited. Visited is what to say? He has seen. He has seen him. That means he went and met him. He met him. Dadarsha met him. So who? Sharabhanga. Sharabhanga is another Rishi there. He met Sharabhanga. Not only did he meet Sharabhanga, he met some more. Sutikshna, there is another Rishi called Sutikshna, he met him. Agastyamcha, he also met Agastya there. And then he also met Agastya Bhratara, there is one more brother of Agastya, referred normally by the name Agastya Bhratara. His name is not mentioned in Ramayana, but in the other Puranas, his name is mentioned as Idma. So we'll read. So that means, first thing he did after entering Maharanyam, Dandakaranyam, is he first killed Viradha, and then met several rishis such as Sharabhanga, Sutikshna, Agastya Bhratara, and others. So Maharanyam iti Aranyakanda Katha Sangraha. So from here it starts with Aranyakanda. Rajivalochanaha Padmapatra Vishalakshaha. Patra Vishala Akshaha. Very broad, wide eyed one, Ramaha. Maharanyam Pravishya Tu Shabdena Shobhavalokanaadikam Cha Kritva, which means by saying tu, even though immediately the first thing it says is Viradham Rakshasam Hatva, but by saying tu before, Pravishya tu, which means not only did he kill, even before that, Shobhavalokanaadikam, that means, aha. How, having enjoyed that vanam, that is what it also means. So by saying tu, there are some more other implicit activities that are not explicitly mentioned, but we have to understand, which is he enjoyed that vana, he liked that vana. They went on moving, visiting various areas of that forest, Dandakaranya forest, even though it is very, what is it called? Pragadha. Pragadha is a deep forest. Even then, so that is what tu shabdena shobhavalokanaadikam cha kritva viradham tannama rakshasam hatva, having killed, sharabhangam tannama rishim dadarsha, he met him, he visited him. Ha shabdena dadarsha, there is a ha, right? So what is ha? Ha shabdena tad anujñaya. means from by his blessings, with the blessings of Sharabhanga, Sutincha, Agastyancha, Agastya Bhrataram, Idmavahanam, Namanam. So Idmavahanam is his nama. Idmavahanamanam cha tatha iti pritya dadarsha. So he met by blessings, meaning by direction. Oh Rama, very glad that you visited my ashram. By the way, there are some more rishis. Why don't you go and meet them? Says Sharabhanga. So he leads, Sharabhanga directs Rama to go and meet Sutikshna from there, Agastya, and then Agastya Bhratara, who is also called Idmavaha. Atha Brahmaneshu Visishya Satya Pratignatva Pratipadana Paramaranyakandaka Vrittantam Sangrinhati Pravishya Ityadina. So we said there is one shloka that will come in the Aranyakanda when in response, which we have read several times. Apyaham jivitam jakhyam tvam vasite salakshmanam nahi pratignyam samshrutya brahmanebhyo visishyatah, he says. So for him, rishis, brahmanas as in the intellectual people, right? The rishis, the scientists, the spiritualists, the abstract thinkers, analytical thinkers, those are his favorites, Rama's favorites. So for them, once he makes a promise, he will never, of course, any promise, Rama never goes back, but he says, Visishya, especially if I made a commitment to these people, I will give up anything to fulfill that commitment. So, Atha Brahmaneshu Visishya Satya Pratignatva Pratipadana Paramaranyakandaka Vrittam. So that is reminded here in his visiting so many rishis. That means he is starting making commitments to these rishis to do either give them protection or certain to take up tasks to get rid of the bigger evil forces. That is what is implied here in this shloka where it is mentioned as he visited so many rishis. The next shloka, Agastya Vachanat Chaiva Jagrahendram Sharasanam Khadgam cha Paramaprita Tuni Chakshaya Sayakau. So Agastya Vachanat Chaiva Jagrahendram Sharasanam Khadgam cha Paramaprita Tuni Chakshaya Sayakau. So Agastya is a fan of, everybody is a fan of Rama, but Agastya is a much bigger fan of Rama because he comes several times. He comes in the Yuddhakanda also to come and counsel Rama to continue, stay firm in the war with Ravana. So Agastya now he gives so many weapons or shastras and astra. Vachanat means Vachanam is his statement or his instruction. Agastya Vachanat, because of the instructions of, or with the instructions of Agastya, Jagraha, Granhati, he has taken over or he has taken them, he has received them. What? Aindram Sharasanam. Indrasya Shara iti Sharasanam iti ekam astram asti. Sharam, a powerful bow, a powerful archery called Indra Sharasanam. And then Khadgamcha, there is a very sharp sword of Indra called Khadgamcha. Paramapritaha, very happily, pleasantly, Rama takes these weapons. And what more? Tuni cha Akshaya Sayakau. So tuni is the quiver, they say, right? Quiver is where you keep all these arrows. It's a holder of the arrows. Quiver in English, they say. So tuni is a dvivachana. He's giving quivers, one to this side, one to this side. So if required, sometimes he takes it out of the right hand, sometimes out of his left hand, any order, whichever way. And we will see that in Aranyakanda when he fights with in the next sloka it is said. Akshaya Sayakau, and what kind of these tunis these two are? They are given with Akshaya Sayaka. Sayaka is arrow. Akshaya Sayakau. These two can hold an infinite number of Akshayam. They will never go empty. Notable quivers of arrows. These are what Agastya gave to Rama, and Rama Jagraha, he received them. So that is in English. Let us read the Vyakhyana. Divyam means Divyam Dhanuradikam Karyaya Pratigrahana Ityevam Rupat Agastya Vachanat. So Pratigrahana Ityevam Rupat Agastya Vachanat, by Agastya's instructions, which is to take these Divya Dhanuradikam. For what? For Karyaya. There is a big project for a big task. In a way, Agastya is, by giving them, he's not giving them just like that, right? So, I have room in my ashram, Rama, please take them away. Nor is it yard sale, move out sale, right? He's giving them with a bigger purpose, Karyaya, for a bigger project, for a bigger task. Agastya is giving Rama with all this. So what are they? Aindram. Indrat Agastyagatam Sharasanam Dhanuhu Jagraha. So Indra, long time back, Indrat Agatam, Agastyagatam. So from Indra, it came to Agastya. What is this? This Sharasanam, which is a Dhanu called Sharasanam. And that it came to Agastya from Indra. How? Purvam Bhargavam Jitva Tataha Praptam Yad Vaishnavam Dhanuhu Bhagavata Ramena Varune Nyastam Tad Indrena Varunat Aniya Agastye Sthapitam Ityagre Aranyakande Sputam. So later it will be told in Aranyakanda. Essentially what happened? Purvam in Balakanda, when after taking Mithila, after taking Maithili, Sita, and when they are returning back, Bhargava, which is Parshurama, he comes and he has a tussle with Rama, right? Saying, hey, I'm trying to get rid of all Kshatriyas. I thought I got rid of everyone. And how come it seems you are told, I heard that you broke that Shivadhanuhu. It's a very powerful one. Are you such a great one? Let me test you. And also he challenges Rama, and to see how powerful he is and how good also he is. Accordingly, to make the decision whether to get rid of him also or to let him be there. So essentially, Parshurama was trying to get rid of all evil Kshatriyas, all evil politicians and rulers, and only to keep good ones. So as part of that, once Parshurama realizes that, oh, Rama is not only powerful, but is also the best person and is his own avatar. For whatever purpose Parshurama is doing this, he has come directly himself to carry on that task. And so now he retires and gives his own Vishnu Dhanuhu. So there is Shivadhanu, Vishnu Dhanuhu. Shivadhanu is with Janaka, which Rama broke it. And now Parashurama is sort of retiring, which means handing over the charge. He gives his Vishnu Dhanuhu to Rama. Now Rama already has his own Kodandam, and so he thinks, where do I carry this? How do I keep it? So Purvam Bhargavam Jitva Tataha Praptam Yad Vaishnavam Dhanuhu Bhagavata Ramena defeated Parama and obtained that Vishnu Dhanu by Bhagavan Rama, Varune Nyastam. He gave it as a nyasa to Varuna. So Rama keeps giving away things to everybody. He gives his Paduke Nyasaya to Bharata, Vishnu Dhanu Nyasaya to Varuna, and all, and so on. We will see more. So Varune Nyastam, he placed it symbolically, or he placed it on his behalf with Varuna. He said, hey, I don't need it today, you keep it. So it is with Varuna. Tad Indrena, because Varuna and Indra are very close departments, right? Varuna is for the rivers, the Varsha. And Indra's job is also Varsha. One of the jobs of Indra is also Varsha. So Varuna is part of Indra. So Tad Indrena Varunat Aniya. So Indra, he took it from Varuna and he said, hey, Varuna, you have more tasks to do. Let us keep it with somebody else. Because Indra could foresee what is the upcoming events, how to plan all this. So let us put it in the right place so that it reaches the right person at the right time. See the planning, and we'll be amazed as we read in detail once we start from the next Sarga onwards. So much of planning is done, forecasting potential, political events taking place, and making plan A, plan B, etc. So Indra takes away that Vishnu Dhanu from Varuna, and Agastya sthapitam. He kept it with Agastya. Iti Agre Aranya Kande Sputam. This will be clear in Agre, in the coming chapters of Aranya Kanda when we reach there. Yadva Indra Vishnu. Yadva Indra Vishnu, because Indra himself is Vishnu, right? Another name, Vishnu's name is Upendra, we say, right? So Indra and Upendra, they were both born as first and second sons of Aditi. So Yadva Indra himself is Vishnu. So Aindram Khadgam cha. So then Indra has his own Khadga. So he gives that Khadga also to Agastya. Aindram Khadgam cha. Aindrau, and Indra has these two. Akshaya Sayakau. So Indra gives all these things. So for two reasons you can think. One is planning ahead of things will take place, Rama will come and Rama will need all of these. Two, when Ravana, goes and conquers Swargaloka and it takes away all their portfolios, so instead of giving all his weaponry to Ravana, Indra, sort of keeps them in hiding with Agastya, so that they don't go to Ravana, and they are with the right person, Rama, when time comes up. So Aindram Khadgam cha. Aindrau Akshaya Sayakau. Akshaya Sayakau means Nakshayau. Kshaya is deterioration or degradation, right? Nakshayau. That means there is no deterioration to them. That means they don't diminish, they don't decrease in number or in the potence. Nakshayau means Nasha Bhavau. Nasha Bhava Nasti. There is no Nasha quality for them. Sahasraha Shepe Api Yesham Te Akshaya Sayakaha. So what is Akshaya Sayakaha meaning? Sahasrashaha, meaning thousands of them. Shepe. Kshepa is throw. Means by applying and throwing so many arrows of thousands in number also, Yesham te akshaya sayakau. Nasha bhava yesham nasti. Even if you are throwing away even if you are utilizing thousands of your arrows, still nasha bhava nasti. They are not going to, they're not diminishing. You're not losing them. That is akshaya sayakau. Akshaya sayakaha. Yayastau tuni Nishangaucha. So Sachetuni is the Tuni is Nishinga. Sachetuni is Akshaya Sayakau Tuni. Paramapritaha Sanneva Jagraha. So he took them very happily. Paramapritaha. That means, and we will see why this different in when we come to Aranyakanda there. After this, Sita starts her big lecture to Rama. Rama, you are wearing all this kashaya vastra and all. Why are you taking so much of weaponry and all? So there's a big discussion between them. And anyway, so just to say that, I mean, Sita was amazed looking at Rama. What? You are taking so much of weaponry, that too very happily, merrily. Paramapritaha ityanena Agastya Sammananam Dhvanitam. So it is also what the Vyakhyanam is saying here is, not only is Rama happily taking them because he likes, weaponry, but Agastya Sammananam. See, if a rishi like Agastya has, invited Rama and says, Rama, please take all this. I don't want. If I say, then I am belittling him. I mean, if such a person like Agastya has thought about it and is giving me and is asking me to do something, that means there should be a reason behind it, right? I better accept it gladly. So Agastya Sammananam Dhvanitam. So the Rama's honoring Agastya without question is implied, or is implied here. That's what it says, Dhvanitam. So Agastya Vachanat Chaiva Jagrahindram Sharasanam Khadgam cha Paramapritaha Tuni Chakshaya Sayakau. Now comes the next big event. So the first event, as soon as he entered Dandakaranyam, was he killed one Rakshasa called Virata. Then he met all these rishis. He obtained a lot more weaponry. Now the applications of that weaponry starts. Let's say the shloka. Vasatastasya Ramasya
Vasatasya Ramasya
Vane Vanacharai Saha
Vane Vanacharaisyaha
Rushayobhyagamanas Sarve
Rishayodhyagamas Sarve
Vadhaya Rakshasam
Tadhaya Surarakshasam
Satesham Pratisushrava
Satesham Pratishrava
Pratisushrava
Pratishrava
Satesham Pratisushrava
Satesham Pratishrava
Rakshasanam Tadavane.
Rakshasanam Tadavane.
So I like Leena, because Leena is able to sing the shloka like shloka, which means the last line she will sing in the same tune even if it is repeated twice. And I'm not getting that. I will learn it from you, Leena. Very good.
धन्यवाद जी.
I'll learn it from you. So Vasataha Tasya Ramasya Vane Vanacharaihi Saha Rashayobhyagamanas Sarve Vadhaya Sura Rakshasam Satesham Pratisushrava Rakshasanam Tada Vane. So the context for that shloka which I said, right? Brahmanebhyo Pratignyam Samshrutya Nahi नहीं किं तद् श्लोकः कः श्लोकः we just mentioned it. अप्यहं जीवितं जह्याम त्वां वासीते सलक्ष्मणं नहि ब्राह्मणेभ्यः नहि संश्रुत्य नहि प्रतिज्ञां संश्रुत्य ब्राह्मणेभ्यो विशेषतः. So that shloka's context is slowly building in these shlokas now. So Vasataha Tasya Ramasya Vane Vanacharaihi Saha Vasataha, of the one who is living, That Shashti Vibhakti of Vasan, a continuous tense of Vasati. Vasataha Ramasya Tasya. So now that he started living there, of his living Rama means while Rama is living there, where Vane, with whom Vanacharaihi Saha, of the Vanacharas, of the other forest dwellers, not only the native tribals there, but the other rishis, the ashrama dwellers. So Vane Vanacharaihi Saha Vasataha Tasya Ramasya Rishayaha, all the rishis, Abhyagamanam, Sarve Rishayaha, Abhyagamanaha, they're coming. So they all visit Rama, all of them, several rishis come one day, or one day meaning, or probably in several batches. They come and visit him. Why? Vadhaya, to kill. They come to seek his help to kill Asura Rakshasam. For the killing of several asuras and rakshasas, all of these rishis come and seek Rama's help there. Help or Rama's, it is help, yeah, let's take it as help or Rama's task to get rid of so many asuras and rakshasas who are disturbing their yajna yaga kriyaha. So, satesham pratisushrava. He served back to them with a promise. Sushrava is service, or essentially he promised them. It means Satesham Pratisushrava Rakshasanam Tadavani. So he said, okay, I will get rid of them. And that is when Sita has a problem. What Rama, we came to enjoy here. I came with you to enjoy with you. But now you are unnecessarily taking up all these risky activities. You made these big promises saying, I'll get rid of all the Rakshasas. You know, they themselves have all these weapons and they could not get rid of them. How can you get rid of a typical, just as a typical wife who either not realizing the potential of her husband, or even if she knows the potential, why take the risk now? Let us be happy, kind of mode. In that mode, Sita, the next events after these meetings with these rishis and giving them promises, after that big discussion comes, and a very interesting discussion there. So Vanacharaihi, so there are two definitions, as we said. In fact, we should take it as three now. Vanacharayaha are Vana tribals, the native tribals who are born and brought up there. The other rishis who went and who did their tapascharya there, who built ashramas and take services of the Vana, of the natives there, and also give back to them. So that is the second category of the people. The third one is Vanaprasthaha. So Vanacharaihi, Vanaprasthaihi Saha. The third ashrama people, after completing their grahastha ashrama, fulfilled all responsibilities, the next generation has taken over. They are, well trained. They are successfully able to lead their families. Then they think now is time for us to go to senior adult care. Senior living, adult living. I see too many of them in our Georgia. Just nearby my home, I see several senior livings. Though we say senior living is bad, now I think, are they Vanaprastha ashramas? As long as they go voluntarily, I think no issue. Only if they go there sadly, then there is a problem. So Vanaprasthaihi. So when they say Vanacharaihi Saha, it means Vanaprasthaihi Saha. Tadvane Vasataha Tasya Ramasya Samipam Asura Rakshasam Asuraha, who are the Kabandadhayaha, Rakshamsi. Rakshamsi is Rakshas Shabdasya Bahuvachanam Rakshamsi. Who are they? Karadayaha. So Kabandhadi Asuraha, Karadai Rakshamsi, Tesham Vadhaya Vadham Prarthayitum Sarve Rishayah Abhyagaman. They all have come. They all have come prarthayitum, to pray to Rama to kill all the Kabandha, the Asuraha, Kharadi, Rakshasaha, to get rid of them. They have come to pray to him. Saha, sa means Ramaha, Tesham Rakshasanam Vadham Tasmin Vane Tebhyah Rishibhyah Pratishustrava. So, of the Vadham of all those Rakshasas and Asuras, Tebhyah Rishibhyah, unto those rishis, Tasmin Vane, in that Vana, Pratishustrava, he gave back his commitment of service, or he promised them. Prapta kalam asura raksho yodhayishye. So what is the promise he gave? Prapta kalam, when time arrives. That means I don't want to go and hunt them, but if they come and trouble you or me or anyone else, I'm gonna. So prapta kalam is a very good usage of Sanskrit. Prapta kalam, when time comes, right? There is no point in just like that going hunting them. Prapta kalam asura rakshaha, when they asura rakshaihi yodhayishye, I will do the war. Yodhayishye nopekshishya, I will do the war. Nopekshishye, which means I'm not going to spare them. Upeksha, I'm not going to ignore them. I will get rid of them when time comes. Not unnecessarily going and inviting trouble or calling them for war. Nopekshishye iti tadvachano angikurvan ityarthaha, angikritavan, ta is missing there. Tadvachana angikritavan ityarthaha. So he agreed to that statement of when time comes, I will not ignore or spare them. I will fight them and get rid of them. Be assured is the vachanam that he gives. So I think we are 5 minutes late already. We'll stop at the 44th sloka. We'll continue from the 45th sloka in the next session. Any quick comment or question? Otherwise, we can discuss it like always after completing our Mangal Shloka, so that formally we would have completed it. Okay. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramayah, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschit dukkha bhag bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. I'll stop recording.